Hi, I'm Carol Andrews for another episode of Southwest TV News. Here are some of the stories we've been working on for today's show. 27-year-old Jamie McDonald from Gloucester, England, is known as an adventurer and fundraiser extraordinaire. And now he's on a mission, running across Canada to raise $100,000 for children's hospitals. Southwest Saskatchewan hospitality was in abundance in Ponteix as this quaint community welcomed the Swift Current Broncos to their local arena. The Urban Ground Coffee House in downtown Swift Current was filled with the sound of music during the Jazz and Java night. It was a celebration in Rider Nation, and Southwest TV News met up with fans from across the Southwest. Thanks for joining us here today. Raising funds for children's hospitals is the focus of one man's journey across Canada. We have more in today's top story. 27-year-old Jamie McDonald from Gloucester, England, is known as an adventurer and fundraiser extraordinaire. And now he's on a mission, running across Canada to raise $100,000 for children's hospitals. He hit the road in March from St. John's, Newfoundland, running one marathon per day, with his sights set on Vancouver. 5,000 miles in approximately 275 days. He recently made his way into Swift Current, escorted by the local RCMP and greeted by Saskatchewan's Children's Hospital Foundation champion child Amisha Hawkridge and other well-wishers.
We made a sign for him, and I was really looking forward to it.
You know, he's if you go to his website and read about the man, he's a very incredible gentleman. He's doing some interesting work and a lot of fundraising, and anybody who can run across Canada in the winter has got to be an amazing gentleman.
And following a presentation by the RCMP and a quick snack, McDonald explained why he's chosen his trek across Canada.
I spent the first 9 years of my life most of the time in hospital. So I've got a very rare condition called syringomyelia. So I spent a lot of time in hospital from anything from not moving my legs, immune deficiency. I was really sick. So I'm out here to do the run to fundraise for children's hospitals in Canada because I know what it's like.
McDonald is turning heads as he makes his way down the highway in his sun goggles and superhero outfit, complete with a cape presented to him by the Children's Hospital in Toronto. A fundraising journey which he's taking alone with no entourage of vehicles. Only the occasional well-wisher who may choose to run alongside him.
You know, I'm trying to show people that we can do absolutely anything we want to do. This journey is not glamorous. I've got no one. So I've spent 90% of my time camping on the side of the road. I'm surviving off 5 hours sleep a night. I'm doing everything. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. And then I need to try and run the marathon a day. And I hope people kind of donate to what I'm trying to achieve.
And as the stress of the run begins to show on his frostbitten face and worn-out sneakers, McDonald remains focused on the goal, while picking up inspiration along the way.
Once I reached the Terry Fox Monument, it was a huge hurdle for me. He's a huge inspiration of mine, and you know, I'm going through hell at the moment. I've got chronic tendonitis, so I often think of Terry Fox, and that kind of gets me through the days to know that, you know, I've got two legs and I don't have cancer.
And when he reached Swift Current, Jamie McDonald had already raised $65,000, run 164 marathons with 36 still to go before he reaches Vancouver. To make a donation and follow Jamie on his cross-Canada trek, log on to his website. Ponteix residents recently had the chance to meet the Swift Current Broncos in person. Our Southwest TV News crew was there, and we bring you all the highlights. Southwest Saskatchewan hospitality was in abundance in Ponteix as this quaint community welcomed the Swift Current Broncos to their local arena. The WHL favorites made the trip to Ponteix aboard the infamous Rider bus for an afternoon practice and skate with local fans. A dream come true for these young hockey fans who skated alongside of their idols while picking up useful advice along the way.
Do the best you can at the sport that you love.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. The Broncos are great people and just like skating with them.
While for some in the crowd, the skate was an opportunity to reunite with family members.
That's number 25, Zach Mackay. He's my cousin's son.
A rewarding event for the Broncos as well, as the team took time out for a photo with their growing fan base.
It's a really good feeling when you get out and a bunch of kids come up to you and they know what your name is and they come to all your games and cheer you on. And I think it's so important for us to get out here and do this because they are our fans and they support us. So I think it's great if we come back and give back to the community a little bit.
And as far as being a role model for these youth, this is not something Black takes lightly, as he reflects on his own experiences growing up.
There's not much better feeling because I remember when I grew up, I had the Pats in Regina and I would go to all of these events and I would look up to Matt Hubbard, I remember, and just being kind of in his shoes now, it brings back memories and I think it's great for everyone.
As the festivities continued throughout the evening with face painting and a community supper, Broncos officials were pleased with the response from the fans in Ponteix, with plans already in place for a similar event in Gull Lake in the new year. Ponteix is located approximately 45 minutes south of Swift Current. W.W. Smith Insurance has reached a milestone as it celebrates its centennial. Having served Southwest Saskatchewan for the past 100 years, W.W. Smith Insurance is your motor license issuer, while specializing in all of your personal and commercial needs, including home, auto, agro, business, and life insurance. W.W. Smith Insurance, independently owned and operated since 1913. Aspiring musicians in Swift Current were in the spotlight during Canada Music Week at the Jazz and Java Night. The Urban Ground Coffee House in downtown Swift Current was filled with the sound of music during the Jazz and Java Night. A variety of music students and their teachers entertained the crowd with a range of jazz-inspired numbers while stepping outside of their usual comfort zone.
Well, I just think it'd be fun to play in front of people, and not have the pressure as a music festival, so I thought it'd just be fun.
Michael Ramtari has been playing the guitar for 3 years now and says his musical influences of Eric Clapton and Jimi Hendrix have inspired him to pursue his musical interests and was genuinely impressed by the Jazz and Java Night event.
It's really exciting to be able to see other people that also appreciate the music and to be able to show them everyone's talent. It's nice.
A well-rounded evening of entertainment and experience for the performers, which Michael Eckert Lingston says was derived from his own travels abroad.
I lived in Edmonton for 18 years or so, and they have a jazz festival there. Then their whole thing was they had multiple venues all over town that they'd open up, like restaurants and cafes and things like that the jazz performers would play at. So I guess I was inspired by that idea, but thought it would be good for students to get involved.
The Jazz and Java Night was a presentation of the Registered Music Teachers of Swift Current and coincided with Canada Music Week. Memories from the Grey Cup weekend and the Saskatchewan Roughriders bringing home the cup will be the topic of discussion for weeks to come. And in this feature, we bring you some of the highlights of that winning weekend as we catch up with local fans.
It was a celebration in Rider Nation as the host Saskatchewan Roughriders defeated the Hamilton Tiger Cats in the 101st Grey Cup.
To have an opportunity just to make plays and to do it on the biggest stage in Canada. I love these guys. They gave me a great opportunity. I'm just so happy I came here.
With Regina only hosting the Grey Cup twice before, and with the Roughriders playing for the championship at home for the first time in their history, the entire province, including Southwest Saskatchewan, turned out to show their support in a variety of capacities. For Trudy Smith and Connie Sothman, it was their chance to show support as volunteers to help the event run smoothly.
Bartending, the tidy team, which was cleaning up the tables.
Picking up garbage.
And we got to meet lots of people, so it was nice to visit while we were doing it. And what else did we do? Oh, and then we're greeters at Riderville tonight.
For a number of residents, there was more to the weekend than just fun and football. For Noah and Michelle Steinley, it was a chance to be on the field for a special presentation.
We're here on behalf of JDRF, and Sun Life Financial has a Kick Diabetes program, and they're presenting $10,000 to the South Saskatchewan chapter of JDRF.
So it would be awesome to go on the field at any game, and even better at the Grey Cup. And then I thought, yes, I'm going to be on the Maxtron. And then I said, sweet, I've always wanted to accept a giant cardboard check.
For Pat Ricochi of Swift Current, it was a chance to honor not only the present Saskatchewan Rough Riders team, but also the Riders who in 1966 won the Grey Cup.
So we have a real strong connection to the Grey Cup, being from Saskatchewan, of course. And then my father-in-law, Cliff Shaw, played on the 1966 Grey Cup champion team, Saskatchewan Rough Rider team. So it's a little more of a special event for us this week. We're very fortunate we were able to get his Grey Cup rings remade a few years ago. So we each have a copy of the Grey Cup rings, and we all wear his jersey. I mean, this is his number and his name on the back, so it's pretty special.
Still others, like Sheldon Paulus, who organized a group of Swift Current fans to make their usual journey from Swift Current to Mosaic Stadium in the iconic Rider bus, were excited to see a storybook Grey Cup.
I don't know if you could have written a better script for a Grey Cup in Regina than to have 4 prominent ex-riders on the opposition. Our bus holds 18 plus a driver, and we had no problem filling it today. It was I didn't have to turn any away. We had a couple of late no-shows that wanted to come to the festivities on Saturday. I put it on Facebook, and bang, 2 more filled up, and we're full, and we're here, and we can't wait.
While Riderville and the other festivities were a major draw, not everyone was able to attend the game itself.
We're going to find some nice cozy little pub or establishment and close to Albert, so that when we win, we'll go out into the streets.
That's right, we want to be part of that Green Mile. The Green Mile, and see this celebration and be part of it.
Yeah.
Rider pride that filled the stands while our boys in green brought the cup back home.
Can't get any better than that, eh? It's just amazing. Rider Nation, baby! Woo!
A Grey Cup weekend that proved that the Riders, despite being based in Regina, really are Saskatchewan's team. For Southwest TV News, I'm Craig Chaplin.
Well, this brings to a close another episode of Southwest TV News, reporting the stories that matter to you. We always welcome your news tips. You can always reach us here by phone at our studio or by email to contact us at southwesttvnews.com. Also, be sure to join us daily online for the latest news from across Southwest Saskatchewan and so much more at mylocaltv.ca. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. Thanks for joining us here today. I'm Carol Andrews.